Dear guys, stop lying to your players about Battlefield 5 and the upcoming content, because that's pretty much the state of your information and communication with the player base ever since the May 23rd, 2018, which was the day when Battlefield 5 was first revealed, which is exactly 492 days till today, of course if you're watching the video when I released it, so it's pretty absurd at this point to keep lying and repeating some false advertising of stuff that's not coming to the game or will be scrapped or will be delayed indefinitely and, yeah, never seen by the players in the game they've paid for. Hey guys, so in today's video we're going to address the whole issue of Battlefield 5 and the communication with the player base, as well as advertising all of the things which we're supposed to be excited about, to purchase skins and put money into the game for them to be able to create it, because developers can't afford creating those things without our microtransactions, right? And then it never comes to the game, as you could probably notice with Battlefield 5 by now. At this point, with Battlefield 5, it's, in my opinion, straight out disrespectful towards customers and, well, the player base, what DICE is doing. Essentially, ever since they revealed the game on May 23rd, 2018, which is almost 2 years ago at this point. 2 years! And okay, 1.5, but still, you get the point, we're not getting the actual content. This September, we, as you've probably already heard by now, we were supposed to get 3 things. DICE has promised us 3 main features that will be implemented to the game with the most recent update. We were supposed to get Al Sundan, the map which was supposed to be launched on the June 27th, 2019, after EA Play, and it was supposed to be the excitement, the surprise that will bring players back to the game. We all saw how that went, they barely gave us any information and after 3 months it's finally here. But aside from that, they also promised private games, the ability for players to create their own lobbies with their own rules. In previous games, if you played those, you know that we had stuff such as rental server program, where you could rent your own server and pretty much do the same thing. In Battlefield 5 they rebranded it as private games, hyped it up ever since EA Play I think, and it was supposed to come in September. It was supposed to come in September. It didn't. They delayed all of the communication about it up until the point where patch was released, and then they said, oh, it's delayed. Of course it's delayed, because nothing with Battlefield 5 is actually on time. Aside from the fact that people are actually paying for the macro transactions, should I say, in this game, because they are sold the upcoming content. Sold as in they expect the content to come, so they keep putting money into the game because they're operating under the premise that it will be something they want to spend their time on. And how can they if the content isn't coming? Same for the Operation Underground. Originally it was scheduled for October. It was. Then DICE released an official article saying it will be delivered in September. So everyone was excited that, hey, Underground is coming 1 month earlier, and you're not gonna tell me. I do not believe the stuff we're getting from EA DICE or the community managers saying, oh, we said deliver, and they delivered it because it's in the update files? So by delivered, everyone thought they mean we will get to play Operation Underground. And of course, I'm pretty sure that was the plan, in case they wouldn't be able to launch Al Sundan, because in such case, they would have launched Operation Underground to keep the players who are angry from, lashing out on Battlefield 5 once again. But since Al Sundan is ready and players can play it now, despite the fact that it was supposed to be launched 3 months ago and basically the whole 4.6 update we just received is something we were supposed to get 3 months ago, and none of the new content they promised for it actually is released. Like, what kind of treatment is this? At this point, they're straight out going out and lying about the content that will be implemented to the game, because it's not coming. Combat roles, soldier dragging, tank body customization, those are main features, they're still nowhere to be seen in the game. Aside from the soldier dragging, which they conveniently removed from the stuff they will implement. And everyone in the community seems to have forgotten about the weapons for the 4.4 update, which were supposed to come in August. They didn't. Those weapons didn't come because they had the excuse of, oh, we created those guns for 5v5 mode, which, by the way, we also promised you, but we scrapped it when we've actually finished it already, and it's ready to be launched in the game files. We also removed it. Now, the weapons, well, they were supposed to be there at the beginning of August, then in the middle of August, then they cancelled them, said they needed more time. Now it's the end of September and there is no weapons from the trailer, so basically the whole 4.4 trailer was a lie, and then 4.6 update and the roadmap for this September was also a lie, because we didn't receive the stuff they advertised, and yet they're just not improving at all, because that's what's been going on for the past 10 months or so. Like, what's going on at DICE at this point? Like, we've got to the point with Battlefield 5 where they can straight out go and lie about content? And it's like, they don't care. They don't care. Like, has anyone ever done it? Like, no other industry can afford to straight out go, lie to your own customer, and they still keep playing the game and spending money on it. Now, I'm not saying no one is allowed to enjoy Battlefield 5. Of course, I myself too sometimes still enjoy Battlefield 5 for what it is, and the new map, Al Sundan, it's really good, but at this point it's no longer about the actual content they're providing, it's about the fact that they're giving us false expectations. They set false expectations by lying on the roadmaps, on the announcements, in the letters, on Twitter. Like 90% of the information they provide us with is completely inaccurate, and at this point it can't be even classified as, oh, we've run into an issue. Yeah, you can have that once, twice, 3 times during the game's life cycle, but not every single time, and not when you keep removing the stuff you promised, not delivering it or delaying it indefinitely after you've already got the money for the game, because that's anti-customer behavior. It really is, and that's how I feel about Battlefield 5 currently. We're just getting lied to, but we're supposed to play the game. Like, no. How can you? Like, tons of players left, and a lot more will, because I'm not really expecting the Pacific to even be released on time, since, well, private games aren't even ready to be released. Like, come on, they've had what, 3-4 months? And they knew it won't be ready by the end of September, obviously, but they've held all of the communications and they basically went radio silence once again, because why would you communicate with players? Even though the team working on Star Wars Battlefront 2 is doing 100 times better job right now, and they're sitting in the same office basically, so yeah. I don't know what's going on with Battlefield 5, but it's a disaster, and that's how I feel about it. Anyway guys, that would be it for the video, and yeah, I don't even know what to say. I do not even see the future for myself in recording and supporting Battlefield series at this point. Of course I'll make videos, but it's like, I'm not really that invested into the series, and I'm not even passionate about Battlefield 5 anymore. Like, DICE has killed all of the passion I've had for the game. Anyway guys, that would be it for the video. Let me know down in the comments what do you think about the current communication regarding Battlefield 5, and yeah, as always, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and, well, maybe see you on the battlefield. See ya!